We are live.
Yay.
Yay.
Hello and welcome. I am Ronky, your GM, and joining me today in order of their character avatars, we have FX Engineer, Nosh, Rigel Kent, Gigaman, and Mel. That's a lot easier now that everything's in alphabetical order. Today we embark on our Star Wars campaign titled Vanguard using the very awesome and versatile GURPS system by Steve Jackson Games. Not everyone can watch the live stream, but worry not. Our sessions are available on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. You can find links in the video description. If you find our content appealing and engaging, we kindly request that you show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Before we dive into the action, does anyone have any character business they'd like to address?
I do not.
Negative.
None
Bosco.
here.
Negative.
No, I don't have any either.
Right, then we can get straight to business. Quick recap. Saul Guerrero caught up with you guys last session. Things on Fantine have become difficult. The Empire has really cracked down on security, and doing anything has become problematic. So Saul Guerrero has come along and he has approached you guys with a mission. He wants to... Actually, let me bring up the images as I talk about these people. 1 second.
I do kind of wish you had the option to share a bunch of images at the same time.
That would be good. There might actually be a way to do that. In any case, Saul Guerrero has approached you guys with a mission. He wishes to break into and acquire the communications logs from a Imperial comms facility. This one here. With that information, he will be able to do some stuff that will surely be a thorn in the Empire's side. You guys have agreed to help, and we left it with you guys planning what you want to do. So offline, we did do some stuff. Bosco, you tried to contact Kaylin Bree.
Didn't try. He did.
Well, successfully contacted Kaylin Bree to get some information on this facility. And this information was sourced from captives that you have, Imperial captives that you have handed over to the Resistance for interrogation. What you have been told is that this facility was built on an old mine, and during the course of the expansion of this facility, there was a cave-in or a breach into an old mine shaft and a minor cave-in. This has caused a bit of an issue for the Empire as it was unexpected, and they've had to put a pause on the construction to redevelop their plan. So Kaylin has offered that information. Whether you want to act on that or not is up to you.
Well, I believe we were mostly decided that we were going to try to sneak in.
Yeah. Much stealth as possible.
Yeah.
There was some discussion on whether Tina wanted to get some tutoring from this guy.
She has a montage.
Cass Serrano.
Yeah. And in addition to that, I'd put a note in there about how I'd like for her to see if she can do some research on the facility, specifically on the security, with the intent of messing with the security systems to try to aid us in our stealthiness. And in addition to that, while she's researching, I'd like to actually have her be able to research the mine itself and see what it was actually a mine of. Like what was the mine producing?
Probably mercoxit.
I would assume so, but just to confirm.
Yes. Pretty much the only thing that's mined here is mercoxit.
Okay.
I had asked a couple of questions that the GM never answered during the week. One being if Tina could use intuition on some of these situations, and B, how the extended time period that was going to be involved would affect contacts and their appearance roles.
Well, I think contacts are available on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, which means if it takes a month, we're talking about 30 roles. It's going to succeed at some point.
I will just assume in that case, if you're going to take that long to plan this operation, I will assume that you've managed to get in contact with your respective contacts.
Now, I guess since we're pretty much decided on the sneaking in, we don't necessarily need Tina to use intuition on that part. But when we start getting more information about ways to do so, that might be the time.
Wondering if Bosco, I mean, I still thought it was kind of cool, kind of make friends with functionary. I don't know, like swipe a key card, get some information that could be used.
You're cutting in and out as you're speaking there. You might have to increase your sensitivity for your voice activation.
Yeah, we did have enough a number of roles in mind to be made, and we still should get on with that at some point.
So, FX, do you want to repeat what you were saying?
Maybe he is.
All right. How about now? So FX, I'm sorry, Bosco is just thinking along the lines of using his social talents. He's got his attractive appearance, all that good stuff. Reaction, the charisma. I think he's got to use that to basically make friends with somebody. You see it kind of happen all the time in like movies where they're casing out like a weak target, friends with them, and gives them some tidbit of information that's useful to get in, or maybe they swipe a key card, or they steal his access code or something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. You could certainly do that. You would have to make a, I guess, carousing roll, fast talk, acting, probably acting, because you're playing the role of a someone that wants to make friends.
Okay, and then we have a month. Like, what would be my time modifier? Time taken
Well, in that case, it would be you'd get the full +5.
minus whatever the bad, right? So
The bad won't necessarily apply to influencing or making friends with Imperial officers and stuff.
So that's my acting role without any bonuses for charisma or any of my traits. I have a charisma of 2 if that counts.
It would, since it's a influence roll.
So then I succeed by 7.
Okay, so describe your mark.
+1 for attractive.
Yeah, and if
Unless
the
that's
guy
already
or
built
the
in.
no, so let me see. Do I have it? I may have misspoken. I don't know if I have attractive.
Well, since you're using acting there's also the potential IQ bonus.
In any case, you have succeeded. So you have managed to win over someone. So describe your mark. Who did you find, and how did you find him?
So let's
Like the
just say that
ISB chick.
I think I would have relied on the team resources, with Tina, possibly, pulling up a dossier of like functionary. I don't know. We would have probably done a little bit of research to find somebody that was a potential weakness or had a potential weakness. So that's how we would have found that person. And then I would have approached them casually, like at the quote unquote officers club or whatever kind of local place they hang out, and established myself as a regular. Invited her. I would have probably picked the female. I'm not really, because of my sex appeal and all that. I wouldn't have used it necessarily like on sex appeal, but more just like, hey, I'm a guy, you're a girl, kind of a situation, and established myself as a regular. Invited her to a couple of drinks. A few weeks go by, and maybe she starts opening up about her job. And
So are you looking to make friends or try and develop a sort of romantic relationship?
I would keep it casual. If
Unfortunately, you picked a redhead, and we all know they're insane.
well, I
FX.
wouldn't necessarily like be looking to like sleep with her, but definitely flirting and if it went down that route, of course he wouldn't be mad. But he's not trying to have anything serious with her. I think what he's trying to do is just it's kind of hard to explain because if it takes a month to happen, then there would be decision points along the way. But it could be like, hey, I'm gonna go out on a date with her. You guys can go check out her apartment, and log into her computer and something like that, possibly.
I guess it depends on how long it takes. No, what the GM is saying is he wants you to do his work for him and come up with the character.
Yes, you have agency to tell us how this all happens.
Well, that's how I would have imagined it. I would have basically just kind of casually, I wouldn't approach her the first day. She would have seen me a couple times over the period of a week or so. So she knows I'm kind of there. She doesn't think anything of it. Then one day I may be sitting next to her or I know where she sits. And then I kind of casually say, hey, you want a drink? And next thing you know, we're talking. Now we're friends and we're seeing each other.
What's her name?
Trina.
All right. So,
and let's just say she might be unhappy with her job. So she's kind of venting to me, blah, blah, blah. She might let something out that could be to us. Or the other option is while she's with me, we know that nobody's at her place and the team can go in and log into her computer and download information that we need.
Well, she's not going to have any of her work material on her computer. So if you log into her computer, you're logging into her, Spacebook and stuff.
Or maybe she leaves
MySpace.
she leaves her key card hanging by the door when she goes out. Like swipe it and make copies of it and put it back and nobody knows.
It's not going to be a card. It's going to be those cylinders you see the Imperials wearing on their uniforms.
Okay, so you look to copy her key card.
Yeah, so I'm imagining, she's not going to get us into like center of the but she's going to give us like superficial level access, at least on the outside.
Is she aware of this, giving you this access, or is she
that would be up to
completely unaware?
GM. No, I mean that's up to you as a GM. If you think that we can work her as a, turn her.
Well, you succeeded by a lot, so it's up to you.
I mean, if I succeeded by a lot, and we turned her, and she's like, fuck the Empire, and she doesn't know exactly what we're doing, but she knows that we're going to do something, and if we really did turn her, then maybe she's going to help us, in whatever we need up to her level of clearance. She's willing to do that.
All right, so you decide. Tell me, did you turn her or not?
Yeah, so I turned her over as an asset.
Okay.
So she's a double agent now.
She's gone, yeah, fuck the Empire. Does she know who Bosco really is?
No, she only knows what I've told her. I would have mixed in a little bit of truth with the situation.
So she doesn't know that you're a super famous doctor?
No.
You evil, evil bastard, you. Toying with her heart.
It's on a need to know. So it started out, romantic, and then I used that opening to present the situation.
Sure thing, Mr. Pond.
All right. Bosco, can you give me a straight up reaction roll, please? This will be how her relationship to you has developed.
Okay.
He's gonna roll a 3.
And I could always fall back on diplomacy, just so you know. But reaction roll without my charisma?
Without you, this is just to see.
Want to see? Okay.
You've already established that you have a good reaction with her.
So main, where's this at? Sorry, reaction. Without any of my modifiers, I rolled a 16, which is very good. Man.
All right. So
well, you're married.
She has grown very attached to you. So, she's literally fallen in love at first sight. She wants to run away and elope and all that sort of stuff.
You have tried to become James Bond. Way to go.
well, I mean, I don't know if I don't know anything about her. But if Bosco likes her, he might like her in return. But right now, this is the mission.
Right now, he has to use her.
Right.
It's just up to him how frequently.
All right. So she's an asset that is totally fallen for Bosco, and will help you in any way that she can.
Sweet.
Give me another universe. This will be a universe reaction roll to indicate her level of security access.
I rolled a 14, which is a good reaction.
So she's like an officer.
Good pick.
She has access to most things.
Okay, so I will give her like a burner phone version of, our tech level and have our ups or whatever, and that I will be in touch, for the next step.
Well, she's trying to get in touch with you every day.
Yeah, you know me. She's kind of clingy. Well, anyways, I don't have anything for her at this point because obviously I have to consult with the team and we don't have the plan yet. But I want to make sure that I want to present her as a resource to the team, not personally, but at least they know have somebody on the inside.
You don't have to reveal your sources.
Right.
So given the role you made, it probably didn't take that long either. I don't think we haven't exactly figured out how we're going to determine how long we need to prep.
Right. I mean, at this point, I don't know that I want to keep going down with Bosco because I don't know. I don't have it, without knowing what Tina's doing and Luck and.
All right. So you have
So
you have arranged this asset. You probably didn't need the full 30 times extra time or 30 days. So she would have become an asset early on, maybe within the first week.
yeah, so I would have at least would have been asking. My strategy would have been asking for like small favors, and then up, harder, more difficult, more damning, higher risk requests. So that would have been my strategy.
Do you have forgery? Or does
I do.
anyone have forgery?
Yeah, I think that was him.
If you're the only one with forgery, then make a roll. Otherwise, you can get assistance from someone if they have it.
Nope, do not have
Wasn't
it.
there an additional concern if it were electronic?
Not sure.
I wanted to look it up real quick just to make
I
sure.
know we dealt with that at one point.
But this will be a roll to copy her ID card or ID cylinder. thing.
Right. Forgery is for paper and electronic operation media for electronic.
This is falsified documents, cards, passports, etc.
All right, so I would say in that case, it's probably going to be electronics operation security systems. If you're copying a key card.
But in his case, if that's true and forgery applies mostly just to paper, then he probably shouldn't have had that skill to begin with. It probably should have been the other one.
Right.
If it's electronics operation security, Haxor has that
All right.
Tina doesn't.
Happy for Hacksaw to do the roll.
Yep, just like ISB slot or USB slot. Take the code cylinder, stick it into the port. The droid copies it.
Where's Hacksaw's port?
Oh,
We don't like to talk about that.
It's in his
hold
butt.
on. This is supposed to be a secret GM roll too.
Okay, roll it in the box, please.
Give it to Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
You're not trying to fake records. You're just copying a key card.
Right, but if we're going to use it to get in somewhere, it is a fake document.
And we should not know just how good it is.
All right, and for the purpose of this, are you going to be taking extra time to do the copy?
It depends. How long would it be before she actually misses the fact her key card is gone?
Well, she's voluntarily given it to you.
Oh, I think I missed that part. So yes, there would be extra time.
Hell, at this point, that may not be hers. She may have borrowed someone else's and given it to him.
She's fully committed to, after this goes down, she's going AWOL and joining the resistance with Bosco.
Well, Bosco, you're going to need to get ally or dependent. I'm not sure which.
Have you guys seen the show called Berlin? Based off of
I
Money
think I
Heist?
started watching that. and never
Sound
finished it.
familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
Well, not to hijack the whole thing, but the main guy, the mastermind, uses the wife of the guy of their mark, the person they're trying to steal from, and they do end up falling in love. I
Well,
could
it's
see it
TV
happening.
shows, so
It's possible.
Okay.
Ronki's gonna have to change his voice a little bit though to get Bosco to fall for her.
it's totally not going to be weird at all, is it?
So you do need to use forgery.
Well, this is a modern action situation, so I think it's probably assuming paper.
Okay. All right. So you will have a key card, which, as far as you can tell, is going to be legit and work in all situations. Is Daryl doing anything in this planning session or pre-planning? How is he going to be helping?
I was thinking about possibly using my gambling to somehow acquire a device that would help us to bypass security in terms of any electronics operation roles that might have to happen. Some sort of device. I was thinking I might go down to the, back where some of the pirates and ne'er-do-wells who are now probably just hiding for dear life. I'd go in there and try and gamble for that.
Okay. Give me a roll. We'll do as a quick contest.
Oh, do you want this in the box?
Nope. You'll know if you win or lose.
Or tie.
Okay, so in this case, you have one, and you want a device that helps with security.
Something to help with a bonus to a roll to bypass security.
Some sort of jammer or something.
Like
All
a
right.
unscrambler or a rescrambler.
You have a device that you managed to win off a smuggler. He has used this device on many occasions to mess with Imperial security systems. Consider that a +1 bonus to any security-related roles.
Excellent.
Is there anything else that Drill wishes to do?
Let's see. No, I think that's all that he needs to do.
All right, luck.
I think we were looking at luck doing the physical observation, getting into a position where he can observe the facility with macro binoculars and such, but ideally won't be detected. Like he's got to obtain a salute report.
All right, so you can give me an observation roll, and you can give me a stealth roll, or camouflage, I guess.
Observation is success by 3. Let me see. Camouflage is that. And yeah, I definitely go with stealth because it's slightly better. And stealth is also by 3.
Well, at least you're consistent.
Yay.
Um,
And there by 3.
Bender wins. So you have managed to gather intelligence. You will note that the rotation of Imperial troops, like stormtroopers and such, they are shuttled down from what did we call his ship?
Interrogator?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I believe so. Something like that. Sounds right. So you'll know that stormtroopers are actually shuttled down from the interrogator. None of these troopers come from the local garrison. So as rotations happen, a shuttle will do it, and the interval that it happens is fairly regular.
Is it just stormtroopers, or are they not? What about the techs and stuff like that?
You will note in your observations that sometimes there are techs that come and go, but you
But
imagine the
they're
majority.
They're also from the Star Destroyer, not local.
The techs and such are both.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'll have a few officers that will come down, do whatever they do, and then they will leave again. You've got technicians, repair crews, and stuff that will come down on occasion. But most of the techs and other staff, like non-security staff, are local, from the local garrison. But security is entirely from the interrogator.
And
There was on
get a
one particular
number.
incident, you saw Moff Panaka come down in person.
And totally regretting not having a sniper rifle. Can I get a rough estimate of numbers and such like that?
Of the troopers, you imagine that there is in the vicinity of 20 to 30 troopers.
Yeesh.
We could take them.
It's kind of hard to tell. They all look alike.
No, they don't. You need to know how to look at somebody wearing that armor.
Is there any other particular information that you're hoping to get?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Well, if you have a question that comes up later that is related to your observation, then you can ask that question at any time and you'll get the answer. Nim.
All right, Nim's contribution was to hit the streets and look for potential quote-unquote criminal vulnerabilities within the facility, whether they get illicit deliveries and stuff like that, blackmail potential, yada yada yada. So streetwise, effectively.
Okay, give me a roll.
Wrong tab. And the thing. Wow. By 9.
Damn. Okay, so you have on the sly asked around, and like it or not, you've come in contact or you've had to meet Hobbs, and he informs you that he has certain personnel that are in his pocket that he is willing to utilize for a cost, of course.
Okay, well, I'll get whatever specifics about that I can from him, and we'll put that in the hopper of potentials.
Well, he won't reveal his sources, but he tells you that he has people on the inside that he can trust, but he won't do this for free, or he'll do it for favors.
You should totally tell Saw that he's going to owe this guy a favor.
That's true.
Is there anything
All
in
right.
particular that you were hoping to gather?
Well, aside from that, just a general sense of how corrupt is the situation. Is it exploitable, or are they really locked down tight?
Well, security is locked down fairly tight because none of the security people are locals. So Hobbs hasn't had the opportunity to do what he needs to do to get people on his payroll. But some of the locals, he has people.
Also,
so
there's
you could
go ahead.
you could think of it. He has people similar to Bosco's girlfriend that he can utilize.
I'd also like to look and see if there's anything going around about the mines there too. If anybody's running smuggling rings out of the mines or something like that.
As in this particular mine that.
That one in particular, yeah.
In this case, Hobbs hasn't revealed any such smuggling deal. In fact, when you speak to him, he is unaware that this is actually a thing.
Oh, well, I imagine if it was a known thing in the underworld, he would know it.
So he's unaware that there was a mine collapse or a intrusion into an old mine.
Well, consider that information a credit on our future enterprises.
Understood. I get it. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
At any rate, that's probably all I expect in that regard. I was considering bringing the family in as a contact thing. I may still do it just because I haven't yet, but I realized I hadn't specified earlier that and have had to determine retroactively that they are a business/commerce type. And given your description of the situation, I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of business with the facility in any way. So I'm holding off on that one.
All right. Tina, with regards to hacking and stuff, you won't be able to hack the facility. You won't be able to hack the facility because you have to actually be on the facility to do that.
Okay. Is there any way that she can do some kind of research beforehand on the security systems they have so she can go ahead and have a plan on how to maybe monkey with the security systems when we're on site?
Sure. Give me a hacking roll. If you succeed, consider it a bonus.
Yep, that's a success by 7.
Okay, so consider that a bonus +1 for any roll that you have to do that's hacking related. So you've got
Okay.
extra information similar to what Darrell has with security. You have that with hacking.
Okay, sounds good. And in addition to that, she'll, I guess, spend some time with Cass learning a Jedi mind trick or something.
All right, so you do have some points. Do you wish to spend some of those points in force-related abilities?
Let me do some shopping, and I will let you know.
Or slight mean.
Probably not. That's not her style.
That's probably not the place to start.
You could at least get the force or lightsaber skill. I don't think you have that.
No, she got that last time. You let me put a point in it. Force sword.
Okay, well, you have a month, so you can put more points into it. We do it via the martial arts, what is it, training montage or whatever it is. For every week, you can make a roll on your dex. If you succeed, then you can increase your skill by 1 level.
Okay, so that's 4.
I think that's how
4
it works.
weeks. So 4
Yeah.
rolls. Okay, I'll go ahead and do those now. It's 1. Nope. Okay, so that's 3 points into force sword. So yeah, so that will bring her up to a 13.
I'm not sure if it's 3 levels or 3 points.
It's
Yeah,
page 147.
Yeah, it's currently, she's at 11. So 1 more point would take it to 12, and then 2 points would take it to 13, right?
Yeah, 2 extra points, so total of 4. What was that page number again?
147. Oh, okay. It allows you to spend earned points.
Is each week a level or is it a point? I think it's a level. Okay. You can spend a maximum points equal to your margin of success.
All right,
Which
so
is 1.
Okay. Yep, 1 point. So she'll be at a 12.
That doesn't make sense because that means if you succeed, you still failed.
It's fine. I'll spend I'll see if I can find another force skill that she can pick up.
I was AFK. What did you end up picking up?
And I haven't decided yet.
We'll say we'll make it 1 plus your margin of success. Otherwise, success by 0 is a failure. So we'll say 4 points. You can spend up to a maximum of 4 points into your skill.
Yeah, I think this is actually I've seen a different handling.
Well, she only had 3 successes out of the 4 rolls, so that's 3 points.
But your margin of success is also points. So your first roll, you can spend 2 points, and then your subsequent successes, you can spend 1 point each.
Gotcha.
And I'm happy for you to learn some force powers and stuff like that as well.
All right. And if there is additional time available that she has, she's going to see if she can get that saber more repaired than it currently is, because it's currently still kind of broken. Didn't we know a guy that could do that?
I thought that saber was repaired.
No, it was not. She tried to repair it and was partially is repaired. So it's like at half damage and has a chance to malfunction when she fires it up.
Okay.
Good times. Womp up! I need a hand. Literally.
Medic!
All right. So we can assume. Do you have the skill to fix lightsabers?
I don't think so. If it's a specific skill, she does not. But there was somebody that we knew that could do
Force
that.
sword.
No, she doesn't have
it's
that.
going to be armory, actually.
She's got
Right.
armory, but not force sword.
I think small arms covers that. Let me double check.
Yeah, she does have armory small arms.
Give me an armory small arms roll. Cass is going to be helping you.
Okay, success by 4.
So if there was a glitch, that glitch is now fixed.
Cool, thank you.
He fixed the glitch. Wait, I might be the only one that gets that. Damn it.
All right, so you have your informations. Now, what is your plan? How are we gonna
I
do
think
this?
This is the time for the big picture roll, which was going to be the intelligence analysis.
Yeah, sorry, I was scrolling through armory and it's just like, don't see one on there. It may have been melee weapons, but their specializations are battlesuit, body armor, force shields, heavy weapons, missile weapons, small arms, which is all weapons used with the beam weapons and gun skills, and vehicular armor. And that's it. I thought there was a melee weapon one.
Yeah, she's also got armory melee weapons at the same level. So if either one works, then
I would say that lightsabers are a specialization. It is only Jedi really know how to do it.
So it'd
Surely
probably
it's in there somewhere.
It'd be melee weapons, or defaults to melee weapons at a penalty. So it says most specialities default to one another at -4. So she would have just succeeded. Right. Big picture. Intel analysis. Let's see if I can not screw this up. I didn't screw it up. Success by 3.
All right.
I think with this, we're probably trying to figure out the optimum route in and how to do that.
Okay, so the optimum route in is probably through the mine.
We better have some climbing in there somewhere.
You know that the mine will give you access to the interior of the facility. As far as you're aware, droids have been placed to watch this breach until something can be done. And as far as you know, that's still there and available. Is there anything else in particular you want from your intelligence analysis? Success by 3 will give you a reasonable amount of info.
So success puts together predator reveals what the group needs to do next. Critical
Yeah,
success
probably
is
also
+2.
establish what the response times are and such like that.
Okay, so I guess we're on to the mission plan then.
From what you can tell, the response time is going to be 10 to 15 minutes back up.
Okay. We're going to have to climb to a point where we can enter the mine, then traverse through the mine and cut through, or wherever the collapse in, get in, get our stuff done, get out. Then Bosco can go on a honeymoon with his new girlfriend.
What would be the right skill for this one?
For
We're
what?
not commanding an NPC force. We're not hitting a rival gang
For what? For
for the planning role.
Also, in your
Tactics, probably.
in your planning, you're at the warehouse where you've been doing all your base of operations. Saw Guerrera will turn up with a crate, which he pops open, and you will see that there is limpet mines.
Outstanding.
He intends to render this facility inoperable once he's got the information.
I like the way he thinks.
Yeah, I think tactics is probably going to be the right one here.
Ideally, we could do that right after we rejigger the thing to shoot the Star Destroyer with the satellite stuff.
What would it take to do that, I wonder?
Well, electronic ops, maybe a repair, maybe an artillery skill, beam weapons.
Yeah, at least. I was thinking
Gunner
actually
beams.
engineering, unless that's a normal function of the array.
I'm not sure how you'd make it turn it into a weapon. You could maybe do something so it temporarily fries their communications, like you send a super powerful signal or something like that.
Yeah. Well, like I said last week, I was thinking of the third book of, and I guess I don't know if it's the third season of The Expanse, where they wanted to rejigger the communications laser on the once the Nauvoo, now the Behemoth, and then later Medina Station, and they wanted to turn it into a weapon. But then, granted, those use lasers. I mean, because it was a tight beam.
Yeah, much depends here on how this actually works in the first place.
It is an idle thought that when we get there, if we can glance over it and determine if it's remotely possible, then yeah.
All right, so if we do a tactics roll for the planning, we've got the potential for some compliments there, maybe.
Sure. So give me a tactics.
Okay, so what's act? I know what bad is, but what's
Okay,
act?
so act is
Bad
it's
is
sort of the
basically
reverse of
abstract
bad.
difficulty, but yeah. Well, regardless.
Yeah,
Oh my
our
goodness.
previous.
That's awesome. I rolled an 18 on that tactics check.
Ew.
Let's see. Hold on. Did I remember? I was actually going to. Nope. Too bad. I never pulled the trigger on that. I was thinking about upgrading the luck to regular luck, but I never got around to doing so. So there is a critical fail point in our plan here. We just don't see it.
Okay, so for starters, the act bonuses are based on our previous rolls. So the info gathering that we did beforehand would be our act
Doesn't
bonuses.
matter when I roll an 18.
Well, I think everybody succeeded, so we got at least a +5. Damn it, and I just scrolled past it
But
accidentally.
an
Okay.
18 is an automatic
Stand
fail,
by.
period.
No. In this particular case, critical failure would mean a disastrous plan that makes bad -7. So it would be -7 +5 for the act that we accumulated, which means bad would be an additional -2 from where it already was going to be.
Love it.
Yep. That mine collapse was not accidental. We're going to come in there and there's going to be a crap ton of robots and people mining lightsaber crystals or something.
Or the mine collapse was actually a rumor and there are actually guards there.
I have an idea. Maybe they were on to Katrina the whole time. She's feeding
That's
us
right.
with
That's right. You weren't the one that was doing the seduction.
Uh-huh.
She's an evil ISB agent who just manipulated the snot out of you.
I'm thinking she's innocent, but
Oh no, we can't have that. She
her
has to
boss
be
is, that she
pure
was under
concentrated
investigation.
evil. She has to be pure concentrated evil. That way you have an excuse to become cold and callous like a proper James Bond.
All right, well, I think that's it.
Oh man, a freaking 18. Mel, you can
So-
have your
so
damn
we're-
dice back.
Yeah.
Mwahahaha.
So we're going in through the mine, and the bad is worse than it started out.
Loving it.
Well, yep, this is where Drill dies, so we have there's a reason why he's not here for the rest.
Exactly.
No!
Okay. So a month or thereabouts has passed. Bosco's nearly married.
To an evil spy.
Has what was the name? Trina?
Yeah, it should be Trina.
Trina.
Whatever her name was. I don't recall what you suggested.
Katrina.
Katrina. So, have you let Katrina in on your planning sessions?
I don't think so. She doesn't need to know.
Yeah, she's just supposed to unlock the door and let us in.
Okay.
Telling you, she's evil.
She could be a sleeper agent, in which case she could be evil and innocent.
What a twist!
I'm loving these ideas. Let's just pause for a little bit while I make some notes. No.
Okay, so for Tina, I am going to have her pick up force pull, just the first level.
Okay. So that's telekinesis.
Yep,
That only works if you're hanging upside down, though.
I was going to say.
that might happen.
And you have to close your eyes so you can't tell if you did it.
With
What's the weight level that you can move with that?
Small object.
it depends on
weapon.
your TK power level. In that book that you're probably looking at, they actually have
Sounding
force
powers?
pull, force push. I'm happy for that to be, if you learn to move stuff with the force, that's both pull, push, move, levitate, and so forth. So you can just use telekinesis and apply, the appropriate modifiers. So the origin, power origin, so that's a minus 10% to telekinesis. And however much that is, I think it's 10 points per level.
Okay.
And each level is considered a strength.
Are you looking at sonic powers?
I have both sonic powers and the Star Wars. I'm sorry, psionic powers and the Star Wars source book open, and I was kind of looking between the two.
Yeah, I think TK grab in psionic powers is the force pull. That is 7 points a level.
Yep, you can use that.
Telekinesis based on IQ plus 20%, cannot affect self minus 20, cannot punch, increased range, line of sight, psychokinesis. That's so it's gonna be 7 a level.
And each level is a
psychokinesis
strength.
would be replaced by the force.
So for determining how much you can lift, your TK level is your strength.
Gotcha.
Interesting note, in sonic powers, it will also add a skill that will be TK grab, and that's what you would end up rolling against or rolling off of.
So you'll
There
need
are
to have at
few
least 1 point.
few abilities as versatile as TK grab. What can you do? Pull the pins out of your foe's grenades. Use your own grenades as contact weapons. Deflate someone's tire. Trip a fire alarm. Open a locked car door. Lots of fun stuff with that.
You can even pretend that your droid's a god.
Well, there's nothing stopping anybody from doing that. You just can't necessarily prove it to anyone.
No, well, let's see. Would that have been? Yeah, I guess that would have been TK grab.
Lifting 3PO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been TK grab. Though I imagine he would need to have a few levels. How's basic lift worked out? Strength squared? No, strength times strength.
5.
I can't remember. Obviously, I use a character generator far too
It's
much.
square divided by 5, I believe.
Or you just look at the table.
All right, let's go get this cluster frack up. Where we mess it up.
How would you like to utilize Saw's partisans?
Oh, they're coming with us.
They're coming with. You don't want them as distractions or a backup.
Well, actually, something I was going to bring up was if we decided to wait till a certain point to sneak in, there was probably something going on that made it a good time for us to do that. And I was thinking we should come up with something.
I'm happy for you to come up with a good idea.
Like it's the Commandant's birthday or something.
Ares Kratal's birthday. He's doing something special in Minerva. He's throwing a street celebration.
He wouldn't be doing that with the Moth here.
Oh, change of command ceremony, which means they're going to be standing at parade rest for about 3 hours.
There it is. I thought I had an idea about that. Hold on. We originally ripped off Fantine from a 40K world, and that particular world, I don't remember if I don't think it was that world, but it was in the same series where I ripped that off. They had a planet that had a lunar eclipse that lasted a fairly long time, and it was like in front of the red star. So they had this creepy red eclipse, but they had this really large festival that took place during this.
Kind of like the thing in Andor.
I actually stated that, and it's like inspired by the Aldani heist from Andor. Maybe we should use the festival as cover to blow something up or assassinate someone in power.
There you go, Red Star Festival.
Although I don't know if this planet has a red star.
It has a. Let's have a look. I have it in the info somewhere.
In fact, that would make perfect sense why it was. We're like, all right, we're going to do this in a month, and Saw is like, why? It's like, well, exactly 30 standard day or sidereal days, this thing happens, and it will be perfect. Hey, that looks sort of reddish, although that planet, I don't think it's going to be really great. It's awfully close.
Yeah, it's not to scale.
It's being burninated, so that looks like M class. So it's like Earth.
Let's see.
Still, that totally works if it's like maybe it's something
Okay.
it's the planetary moon. It causes it to be all creepy, weird looking.
All
If
right.
this is
From
the
the
Fanta
wiki,
system, it should be orange.
from the wiki, the Fanta Prime is a solitary red giant star that
All
serves
right, perfect.
as the radiant centerpiece of the Fanta system. With its majestic size and rich hue, it illuminates the celestial surroundings with a warm and vibrant light. This massive star is in its latter stages of stellar evolution and releases tremendous amounts of energy, shaping the unique environment of the nearby planets and celestial bodies.
Perfect. So, in addition to having the moon block it out of the way, you have the nice jets of not quite flares, but stuff
Mhm.
burning off the planet, and it lasts for like a long time.
Works for me. It's a nice setup. All right, so what was the festival called? The Red something?
Oh, I said
Uh,
Red Star Festival.
well, in the original one, it was the Dark Knight, and I kind of liked that too. Something like that. Red Knight.
There you go, Red Knight.
So Red Night Festival. All right, so this is going to be taking place on every major settlement on Fantine. So Minerva is going to be conducting this festival.
Which is probably irritating the imps, but that's okay.
They're ready to shoot people if it gets out of hand.
That's kind of
Which
always
means-
the case.
We'll assess a -3 darkness penalty at all times while this is taking place. And everything has taken on a red hue. And of course, you'll see the auroras sort of streak across the sky. Will you be bringing, what's his name? Loophole in on this at all?
Absolutely going to want to at least let him be aware of what's going on. Maybe seeing if we can have him stand by if we need him.
To act as a distraction if something happens?
To like remote in a whole bunch of Clone Wars equipment with droids in it.
He's certainly prepared to use your LAT with some of the battle droids that he's been putting together. He can drop those in,
Oh
Or
crap!
he-
We have to steal something, don't we?
or he can have your arc fighter nearby, ready to shoot the backup if they send a shuttle.
I'd say yes for both of those.
Unfortunately, he can't do both. He can only do one. He can only fly one thing at a time.
Well, we can have them both standing by, and
I
he
guess
gets
you
to
can have
decide.
dodgy battle droids fly
Roger, Roger.
fly the LAT or something like that. All
How
right.
hard can
So
it be?
Loophole will stand by. So if stuff happens, he will be. You just need to call, and he'll bring the pain.
So yeah, knowing that they're going to be fairly distracted by the festival and such like that, I think we probably will take the various partisans that are with us. So that way we have lots of red shirts around us.
We need Red Jumper and Dead Meat as well.
But we absolutely need to do some climbing at some point, just because.
Well, maybe the entrance to the mine is higher up.
That's what I was thinking. It's like we have to climb up to an open fissure, and then we go in through that.
There you go, climbing.
What was Red Jumper's name?
Red Jumper.
God, was it Guy?
It was Kenny Deadmeat and
I think it was Guy.
yep, Guy Red Jumper. He's definitely going to die.
I don't know. We said that last time.
All right, so you will head out to this facility. What transport will you be using?
Well, apparently we're going to need something a little bigger. I think we're going to need to take the LAT for that.
Yeah, is that can we get everybody into that?
Surely it'll fit.
Yeah.
How many people do we have in total, or how many partisans?
Saw had like a dozen partisans, and then you guys. I think the lat can do it. You'll obviously have to go in on foot at some point.
Yeah, we got what, 3 squads total?
Yep, the LAT series of gunships was designed to transport and support up to 30 clone troopers. So yeah, we can use that then, I guess.
Okay, so we'll need a pilot roll, and if you want to go unnoticed, I'll need a electronics operation ECM.
I've got electronic warfare.
Okay, that's the one.
And can I use that +1 on it?
Sure.
Tried to fail it.
You needed that +1.
And
No, wait, you would have succeeded by 0 without it.
And which piloting are we? Low performance, contragrav, high performance?
It would be
High.
high performance.
But that kicked about.
Damn, by 10.
Wow.
You're not doing
Wow,
that on
that's
the
awesome.
earth. You're doing like a centimeter above the ground somehow.
And we got the red lights going, and we're playing Long Tall Sally.
Star Wars equivalent.
You are flying deep within the canyons of the mountainous region around this facility. You are apparently doing it really well. Not that it really makes any difference, but I think you also get a handling bonus.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, I need to make this roll. Is there any luck, since I've made this roll in secret, is any luck going to be used on this?
Oh boy, well, I don't have any luck, I don't believe. Let me see. No, I don't have any luck. No such luck.
Okay, you will fly the lat in using the canyons as cover. You situate yourself, or you stop deep in one of the canyons. I guess that means Loophole is only going to be able to use the arc fighter.
Unless he's flying.
Well, Daryl's flying the lat,
That's true.
and you'll need your escape vehicle.
That's also true.
It is a dim red twilight. The canyon is shaded red. Saw emerges with his crates of limpet mines, which he has some of his partisans carrying to get to the mine facility. Or that hurt.
Crit fail.
Don't kick the leg of the table. Lost my place.
Do you need a minute? That sounded painful.
You will have to climb the canyon walls to get to the mine facility, and then you will have to then sneak in to the mine. Luck, you know that there are probe droids that sort of buzz around the place.
Yep. Everybody else is going to be aware of the probe droids.
So you will have to make a stealth roll or come up with some other method of neutralizing those probe droids.
I guess part of that's going to be Daryl's device.
Sure. You could use Daryl's device in circumventing or getting a bonus for your stealths.
How do you want to do that?
Actually,
you want everybody to
hold
roll,
on,
or you
hold
want
on.
to do the single?
Hold on. When that stuff, when we see here, whatever the first signs of the probe droid, Luck is going to flash back to the Clone Wars and promptly turn to Cass and say, "Youngling, I need you to take that thing down with the Force." I'm sort of envisioning him basically reaching inside the probe droid and turning it off.
Jedi are all cheaters.
They are cheaters.
Okay, so he's going to make a stealth roll to get himself into position. Actually, he'll turn to Tina. He says, "Join me. We will do this together."
He holds out his hand, with a fist. That's not ominous at all. I think Luck is going to also stealth forward, probably not exactly where they're at, but he's going to try to take up like an Overwatch position in case it doesn't work, so he can just go ahead and say screw it and snipe it.
Okay, so you can give me a stealth roll. Wow.
And I succeeded by 8. I'm a ninja.
Let's see. Just taking the first one. Wow. Well, at least in both cases, you would have still succeeded. So, Cass will say, Tina, join me with this. I trust your new abilities. We can take out this droid together.
Tina will nod and fist bump him awkwardly.
Give me a stealth roll, please.
Not bad. Success by 2. Meanwhile, she's like, where'd Luck go?
Damn it.
I don't see Luck. He was right here.
Taps
He's
you on
really
the
good
shoulder.
at this. Where's Luck?
Ah!
Here. Ah!
Yep.
So creeping forward, Tina and Cass situate themselves next to a rock. The probe droid is sort of floating. Its spider-like arms dangling down, and it makes that beep, 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 beep sound that they make.
Love that sound. I used to have that as my ringtone. Not ringtone, text tone.
And Cass says, now, reach out with the Force and reach within the droid and then crush. So he will wait for Tina to begin.
Yep, I don't trust this guy.
Tina,
yeah, the whole
can-
crush thing. Okay.
You have to
So-
make I think it's an IQ-based roll if you don't have the skill.
Is it included in the TK grab or
It's a separate skill.
okay, no, she does not have that skill then.
Yeah, when you generally, if you have the you have the powers. What is the loaded in GCA? When you add the power, it's automatically going to add the skill at one point.
I think it defaults to IQ.
I can never remember what the
Okay, TK
What
grab skill that's added is IQ hard and it's at 11 on GCA.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Okay. Make that roll.
All right, so I'm going to save time, I'll roll another skill that she has at 11 and it will just use that number.
Sure.
Success by
Bam.
4. And how much fatigue is this going to cost? Because don't these cost fatigue?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Yeah, not unless it specifically says so.
Yeah, you might be thinking of the spells that article had that I was using. That I intentionally built those with this cost fatigue because I wanted to reduce the cost for them.
I believe a failed roll costs 1 fatigue.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So anyway, success by 4. She'll reach out her hand and start to squeeze her open fingers together.
All right, you do so, and the droid's fluid movement begins to falter a little, and it sort of wobbles. Cass will say, "Good," and then likewise he reaches out a hand, and together you sort of crush, and then in midair the droid just sort of goes, and like a soda can being crushed, the droid just sort of implodes, sparks, and then falls down.
Do it.
Strike it down.
Mm-hmm.
Cass puts his hand on your shoulder. He says, very good.
But you weren't angry enough.
She's just not an angry person.
Slaps her on the ass. Says, "Good game, good game."
Draw upon your anger. It will make you powerful.
Does he really say that?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say if he does, I might just have to shoot him.
Yeah, red flags.
So the probe droid is, a crushed, burning hulk. Can I get a climbing roll, please?
Don't need it.
From
My
those
armor.
that
Now-
do need it.
That's
My
another one we
armor-
could potentially use a group roll for.
Well, my armor has the gecko gear on the hands and the feet. So
And a jetpack.
Does
And
it
I have a
give
jetpack.
you a bonus to your climb?
nope. Actually, it specifically states that it will let the user cling to walls and ceilings, and obviously climbing, and move at half his basic move. No use of climbing skills necessary.
Nice. Cheat.
Yep. Well,
Does that
he
require a specific
tricked
surface,
out his
though?
armor. What's that?
Does that have any surface requirements?
How do you mean?
Like, does it have to be a smooth surface?
No. Well, it doesn't say anything like that.
If you want to do a group climbing roll, you're welcome to. You'll have to designate who is going to be your lead climber.
I figure if nothing else, Luck will probably advance past everybody and do the pitons as necessary.
He can still assist, even
Yeah.
if he's not climbing himself. Let's see. So that was the whole. I believe the way they were doing that was the whole. If you have the skill, +1 if you
Sure.
have the skill, -1 if you don't have the skill. Blah blah blah.
You're at a penalty equal to the size of the group, -1 for everyone that doesn't have the skill. Sorry, +1 for everyone that has the skill.
Okay, so do any of the NPCs not have the skill?
So we got group it's -16 for the group size, excluding me.
We will say
They're gonna be crappy ass insurgents if they don't have at least a point in climb.
let's have the universe decide this. Who's going to be the lead climber?
Who's got the
It would
highest?
probably be me.
All right, Nim, can you give me a universe roll?
I don't want to do that. Universe doesn't like me.
No, it just doesn't care about you. There's a difference.
So at 12, that's 60%, or is it 70% on the roll for skills?
Probability?
Yeah, probability.
12 is 75.
User in
All
your
right.
channel
So
timed out.
75% have the skill.
Uh-oh. Who timed out?
FX.
Uh-oh. Yeah, having connection
Oh.
issues again.
All
Probably.
right. So 75% of 16, you said?
Well, you'd go 75 of 12 because I don't know about I'm presuming all the PCs
Is that
have it.
including us?
Yeah, that was 16 total because that was 12 plus, well, I guess technically it might be 13 if Saw came with 12.
So 9 out of 12 have it, which means 3 don't. And then there's the PCs. So I know I have it. Luck doesn't need it. I don't remember if any of the other PCs actually have climb.
User joined your channel.
Tina has climb. It's at 11.
All right, there's one.
Does Darrell have climb?
Oh, let's see.
Technically,
I
You have
have
claws.
climbing. I have climbing at 12.
yeah, I was going
And
to say,
Bosco.
officially and canonically, Wookiees have claws for climbing.
Mm-hmm.
I have sharp claws. I also have brachiator.
Oh.
What does
Yep.
climb default to?
Okay.
Well, if you don't have the points in the skill in this case. All right, so that's 4 down. I think that's it.
-4.
Minus
Make
4.
your roll.
That kind of sucks, actually.
You can take extra time.
Let's see. That's going to put me down to 20. Yeah, we'll take a little bit extra time. Yeah. Let's go 4x just to counteract the loss there. That'll put me at even. Wait, no, that's not right. Yeah, that'll put me at -2 overall there. All right.
I guess you could also get a bonus from Luck since he went ahead and was putting in pittance.
Yep.
Does Luck have the climbing
Yeah.
skill?
Yep.
Okay, roll your climbing to see how well you secure these pittance. Wow,
Critical
Oh, helpful.
success.
You're
You
damn
got a
helpful.
By 8.
+2.
All right. Well, that evens it out then. I support this plan. Apparently, I could have used some help at least. Yes. Okay. Well, we took our time. We got it by 3. Everybody gets up the wall without trouble.
It takes a little bit because you're also carrying boxes of explosives and such, but you will get up the wall and eventually you'll get to the abandoned mine. The mine entrance has
Yes.
been sealed off, so there's private property, keep off, do not enter, trespassers will be shot, all lying about. However, due to the atmospherics and stuff, a lot of the equipment up here has been corroded. Let's actually
Right.
do a weather roll. Let's see what the weather's like today. Can someone roll 3d6 for me, please?
All right. That means we're all wearing rebreathers too.
Yep.
I'll take the first roll. So
Or she will.
that's actually a good weather roll.
Is it?
Yeah, on the weather table, that's good. Higher is worse.
That's weird.
Make up your mind. I hate inconsistencies like that.
Well, it's just the opposite end of the scale. So if it's really low, like critical successes, then it's
Oh, it
perfect
does
weather.
it that way.
If it's towards the critical fail, then it's terrible weather.
Yeah, I just wish they would figure out a way to maintain a single standard where it's like you always want to roll low, always.
Well, it is a single standard. It's just based on the bonus. So a +1 is always better.
All right, so you don't have any adverse atmospherics going on, but the mine facility that was here is, a complete loss. It's rusted out, sort of looks apocalyptic. You will enter the mine. The elevators and such don't work, so I'll need another climbing roll.
Same thing.
Sure.
Let's have luck go ahead.
Success by
And,
6.
Not quite critical. All right. Looks like we're fine. Everything's fine.
So
But
the
you have to-
main
Also have to remember this is the kind of stuff that Luck was actually trained for with the
Mhm.
clones.
So you have to descend down the elevator shaft. The elevator has long since corroded away and has fallen down to the bottom of this particular mine. I assume that you have light, be it torches or whatever. If you don't have like night vision or some form of optics, I'm going to assume that you're probably going to carry some sort of source of light.
Well, Luck is not going down. When Luck advances, he is not got any light, but he in his helmet he does have a hyperspectral. So I think that provides near perfect with no night vision.
What about the
Oh wait,
other?
in total darkness, it functions exactly like infrared sensors. So
So the
you
other
may
characters,
have to have it's very minor light.
because if you don't have night vision or some sort of light, I'll assume that at least one hand is occupied
Why?
with
Why wouldn't you
a.
have it on your weapon or on your armor?
Because this is like Star Wars.
Yeah, because okay.
Well, I got night
Well-
vision, so there.
Well, I mean, Vasco would have taken the time to acquire and source sort of night vision optics headsets or whatever. Probably afford it just to make rolls for that.
If you
But
have
he
the
would've-
money, you've had plenty of time. So if you have the money, you just need to pay the price.
Pay the price.
If you're not paying the price, I will assume that at least one hand is occupied by carrying a light source.
Yeah, he'll pay the price.
I'm assuming Luck, you're going ahead.
Yeah, acting as recon.
All right, Luck, can you give me a navigation roll as you try to navigate this mine? You can see that the mine has long since been abandoned. Any equipment down here is covered in a layer of dust, and most of it is of no value. It is just basically scrap.
This is not going to be great. Oh, never mind. By 5.
It's going to be
Navigation
perfectly
land.
great.
Well, I was looking at my skill level and it's going, oh man.
You will traverse the mine. Luck, you are taking point. Eventually, you come to the location where your intelligence analysis tells you which part of the mine was most likely the area that was breached, and you will see this.
Nice.
So you guys are here, and you assume that is the breach.
Ah,
So the
So
breach is
that's
in the
where we
roof.
have to go.
Yes, you have to go. You'll have to go up.
Okay,
into that.
so first to confirm that, Luck is going to send his crappy Mark IV droid up to just sort of float up there and do like a visual sweep to confirm that's where we need to go.
All right. Does your Mark IV droid have stealth and stuff?
Let's see, sort of. It doesn't have the stealth skill, but because I don't remember what it was one of the robot things in Ultratech, and it has silence too, as an advantage. So,
I think that's +2 to your stealth then.
but the problem is there was no skills assigned to the thing.
In this case, let's go with Dex +2, so we'll go 12.
Is it +2 or I can't remember? Was silence +1 or +2?
Well, you've got 2 levels of silence, so I assume that that's going to be a +2. And what is the size modifier of your droid?
It's pretty small, I think. It's crap. It's not on there either. Damn it. No, it's +2 per level for silence. So that'd be +4. Hold on. Let me find the stupid thing again. It's I need to make a better note of that stupid thing.
I think
It's
if you're moving-
survival.
It's +2 per level.
Yeah, that's what I said. So that'd be +4 because it has 2 levels of it. Yes, it's a scout robot. Page 80 in Ultratech. It's size mod. Wow, size mod is -4.
All right, so you'll have a roll stealth of 14.
No.
Nope.
Sorry.
That wasn't
Okay.
for us.
It succeeded by 5.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Damn it, another one.
So looking up, sending your droid up through that hole in the ceiling, you will see that there's an unfinished corridor that has been built. The construction has obviously stopped, but floating at the end of this sort of corridor is a probe droid.
Right. So,
And you'll see every now and then its head will sort of swivel, looks back and forth, and it's just scanning this hole.
so very quietly, Luck will ask the younglings if they're able to just turn it off, not crush it, just turn it off without, exposing themselves.
They would need to see it. You need line of sight.
Will electronic do?
Good
I
question.
was going to say no, but then I'm thinking, wait a minute. Darth Vader choked a dude across the video screen.
That's true.
And he was very clearly not on the bridge.
Would Tina know where like an off switch on these things is?
It's a droid.
If you have mechanics, robotics, then sure.
She has mechanic droids.
Then you would know where the off. Well, on a successful skill roll, you know where the off switch is.
Okay. She'll just look and say, if you get me in view, maybe I can do something or some way for me to see it.
At which point, inevitably going to have the little semi-hologram being transmitted from the crappy scanning droid. And it's like, will this do?
Will that do, GM?
Jim's like, I don't know.
So line of sight.
The alternative is Tina could also send Haxer up there and be able to maybe get that accomplished, but it would be kind of iffy because Haxer would have to actually climb up on the droid, and that might not end well.
I'm going to say you do need line of sight because the TK grab actually says line of sight.
And you can
Okay.
always make
Yeah, but
you
the
can always
question
make the
is-
argument here that she barely knows what she's doing, and Darth Vader is freaking Darth Vader.
Yeah.
He paid off the line of sight limitation.
Or it was a straight up Sith technique.
Or as I don't know, I saw some skit where everyone just pretends that they get choked out.
Yeah, I'm sure that would really work.
Oh, that
for
sounds
this.
familiar.
Yeah, Vader thinks he can choke people, but everyone just pretends that they
I
get
think
choked.
that's Robot Chicken.
Yeah, it could be. Sounds like something Robot Chicken would do.
Yeah,
And
he is.
then they come back, with a fake mustache and fake nose and stuff.
He
Yeah,
has
I'm fairly
the
positive it's Robot Chicken.
he's got the 4-skill plot.
Right. So crap. Okay. So how do we get you into position without setting it off. Well, I have auto grapnel on the armor, but how would that work? How high up is the wait, hold on. Damn it, where'd it go? I minimized something and I seem to have lost the picture.
That one?
There it is. Yes. How high up is that?
It looks about 5 yards.
How far did that auto grapnel cover? Of course, I don't have that on the stupid character sheet because that'd be useful information.
Kinney says,
Okay. Oh, good God! Yeah, that's. I got plenty of rope that I can do that.
if you want, I can climb up there and perhaps lift you up, Tina.
No worries. I was just looking something up. Okay, so both of these it's either one the same. So have Tina secure, or I come over there and I will use the electromagnetic auto grapnel. Basically, I'm firing a grappling hook thing up. It can go up to 30 yards, which is pretty significant, and it's like make a climbing or guns grenade launcher roll to hit. Although I'm just trying to hit the wall, so I don't think that's going to be difficult to hit. And I haven't been able to use my grenade launcher skills, so I'll use that, and then I can carry us up, a little bit slower.
All right, so I'm going to assume that you're going to fire this into a location that the probe droid can't see, because the probe droid is looking at the hole.
Correct.
So you'll fire it and secure it like there somewhere, but you're going to have to, lift yourself up and climb up over the sort of edge of the hole yourself.
Right. Okay.
All right, so you will successfully hit your location. I'm not sure how loud this thing is, but
this uses an electromagnetic coil gun to silently fire a grappling hook. But then it's Star Wars, so
I will do that. It does not hear the impact of the grapnel securing itself into the rock or whatever it is. Pitton.
Okay, so we'll go up there and or carry us, lift us both up there. So
the two of you lift up to the reinforced steel. You will need to make a climbing roll to get up over that so that you can get line of sight on the probe droid. You imagine that you'll have to do this quite quickly, otherwise the probe droid will notice you and do its thing.
Okay.
All right. Do you need a climbing roll from me or from Luck, or both?
Well, you're the one that's going to be doing the climbing. I assume Luck's just going to hang there.
Okay.
Yeah,
unless he wants to climb up as well.
I will try to assist her.
All right, so you can give me a climbing roll as an assist roll.
Yep. Give me a boost.
And success by 0, which is still a success.
So +1 to your climbing.
Oof. You did give me my dice back. Curse you.
Well, crap.
Okay, so climbing up, Tina, you will begin to sort of get handholds on this rebar. It is, loose, rubbly dirt. You lift yourself up. You're about to sort of get up on top of one of the reinforced beams. You go to stand, and then your foot slips, and you will fall down to where Luck is. I'm assuming that you're secured to Luck in some manner.
Yak.
This will, however, make some noise, and you hear wom, 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 wom.
Damn it.
It seems to be getting closer. You have a moment to react. What do you do?
Tina, where is the switch on it? Is it on the bottom part of it, or the top, or the back, or?
It's on the back.
It's kind of round. It doesn't really have a back.
Well, it's an eye section.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the only thing Tina can do is prep and be ready to do the switch and shut it off as soon as it's in visual range.
I think luck is going to be telling the people below us to stand ready over the comms. Crap. I don't know what else he could necessarily do, since one arm is basically up with the grapnel and he's probably holding her with the other hand. So worst comes to worst, I think he's probably got his he's got his like thumb prepped to hit the release button, so they'll just drop and he can use the jetpack.
All right.
Hopefully that won't be necessary.
How will that affect Tina? Does that mean she's going to drop with you?
Yeah, because he's got a hold of her, unless
Okay.
she starts scrambling forward again.
Right, so the probe droid will wom, and hovers over the hole and begins to descend, looking down. At which point you can do your roll. You don't have any extra time or anything like that, so better hope this roll works.
Don't give in to the anger or anything. Oh, look at that.
Success by 4.
Damn it.
Nice.
She went, nope, and turned him off.
You see the hatch opens where it would extend its little blaster port just as you turn it off, and because it's hovering over the hole, it will plummet to the bottom.
Good job.
Well done.
And with that, I will reel us up the rest of the two of us up the rest of the way. No sense in wasting time and going back down.
Okay, you will lift yourself up the top. You will see what you saw via your scout droid. There is a corridor, looks much like this. Where are we?
That's what I keep asking. Officially, the viewing through the remote
Ruh-roh.
TV feed does not work.
We saw it work. Darth Vader made it work.
Well, as far as that particular modifier
what you mean.
goes,
Nope.
it says no.
It's because the dark side is a pathway to abilities some consider unnatural.
He has the unnatural ability to do it through a TV feed.
He said this would be really cool, and he talked his GM into it, and his GM didn't realize that the rules say you can't do that.
That happens sometimes.
He has plot abilities. Besides, everyone's just faking getting choked. Alright, so you'll see a corridor similar to that. However, the section of corridor that sort of ends at this hole is incomplete. There's construction that is still going on. As far as you can tell, the construction hasn't continued for a little while. There is a sort of blast door that sort of blocks your passage out of this corridor.
Oh, that's a door. Looks weird.
Did they get rid of the mood thing? Nope. You have to. Wow, you have to actually type mood. It's no longer that. Okay.
Did you?
Right. Nim will go up first so he can help people. We want to do the group roll again.
Go ahead.
Let's see. This time we're doing a rope, so it may not be as hard.
Hey, Ronky, can you briefly turn the grid off so we can see the map without it?
Sure.
Because that's a pretty cool looking map. Nice. Where'd you get this one?
It's one of those cyber maps. Since we're using a cyber map, Cyber Maps is a Patreon that does animated sci-fi, cyberpunk, post-apocalyptic maps. We will post a
Apparently
link in
Star
the.
Wars.
We'll post a link in the description.
Well, the climbing operation appears to have gone without drama.
So there is it takes a certain degree of time to get everyone up here, including all the explosives. As soon as you get up, you will see that Saw will open up one of his crates of explosives, and he will begin to secure a couple of explosives on this hole, well, on the wall. If you have demolitions, you would clearly know that if these go off, they're going to cave in any sort of. They're going to block any retreat.
I do have explosives demolition,
I had
and I will
forgotten that I
point
had
that
it.
out. It's like, all right,
Does luck question it?
yes. How are we going to exfiltrate?
Just a precaution. If we have to leave, this will ensure that no one. Actually, sorry. This is just a precaution. If we have to leave in a hurry, then we will detonate these explosives and cover our retreat.
Copy.
He will then close up his crate of explosives and says, "Let's continue."
Right. So on the map, we're coming from this direction. Is that right?
Correct.
And this is a door.
This is a door. As you approach the door, you will sort of hit the button, and the door is locked.
All right, I got it.
Man, I didn't even get to see Nim run a bypass.
I'm working on it.
Nim, run a bypass.
Nim, give me a. I
Try
think
not
it's
to die
the
check.
electronics repair security. Give me an IQ based roll on that one first.
Oh, right. I was wondering why I couldn't find the.
This
skill.
will
That's right,
actually
it's on
no.
Thief.
Holy crap!
You could
this
do
is
a
really
perception
long
based, roll.
I have done so.
All right,
And I
you
have
will
succeeded.
see. You will see that this door is in fact not just locked, but there appears to be a alarm that will trigger if this door is opened.
map. Right. Then we need her spider bot.
What specifically do we need to get through it then without triggering the alarm? Is that just extra difficulty?
It is the. I think it's surveillance. You have to beat alarms is surveillance. Electronics repair surveillance.
Wow, I actually have that
Mhm.
skill. I've only got it at 11, but
I do not have repair surveillance. All I've got
it's
is
repair. No, I got ops.
yeah. I've got operation through Haxer, but that's it.
I just have repair sensors.
Let's make sure here. Visual surveillance.
I have repair security. I'm not sure if that would sub in.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Security systems. Security sensor, blah, blah, blah. Disarming. Disarming a mechanical device or a simple electrical circuit calls for traps, or eliminating an electronic system requires an electronic operation security role. Yada, yada. Okay. Either electronic ops or electronic repair, depending. Okay. Apply bad to all of these tasks.
Sorry.
God help us.
Sorry.
All right. So that's on action 222. Are you agreed?
Let me just check.
What does bad do? I forgot.
Bad is just it's
Penalty.
an abstract difficulty for all things that might apply to the operation rather than breaking it down into little individual penalties.
So we basically just had bad luck. Aha.
Yeah, kinda.
We see what you
What
did
kind of
there.
lock is on there again? Trying to defeat?
Do it.
What kind of security device are we trying to? Was it like a keypad?
Well, there's the door itself, and then there's an alarm attached to it. So I don't know exactly how that works.
So, yeah, okay. Electronics repair security.
All right. So what is the actual bad level right now?
Do I want to tell you?
So Tina's
it.
got.
Make your roll in the box, please.
Okay.
What's in the box?
God damn it. See, now I'm going to have to use luck.
Don't you dare think about using me.
All right. What time is it?
I just had a visual of Nim picking up luck and just slamming his head into the wall, into the door. In the comm panel.
If it doesn't work,
This
it'll rid
isn't
us of your
working.
stupidity.
This isn't working. Please stop.
All right. So, lockpick. And I'm going to take a little extra time. Lockpick takes like a minute or like 30 seconds or something like that. And the time period goes down if you make it or something like that, if I recall
It's
correctly.
1 minute. It goes down
Yeah.
by 5 seconds per margin of success.
Yeah, okay. I think I will go ahead and take extra time just to be safe, because I don't have a good feeling about this.
So you have two roles: the lockpick and the electronics ops security. Oh, sorry, electronics repair security.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I'm disabling the alarm first.
Include the level of extra time that you want to apply to it.
Yeah, I'm going to take 4 minutes.
We believe in you.
And I think that's gonna be it. God help us. And since I'm using luck on that, I suppose I just need to roll that a couple more times.
Yep. So your overall is +5, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you can't use your lockpick to disable the alarm.
I thought that was on there.
You can unlock the door using your lockpick, but to disable.
No, it says if for disarming, it says if all that's available is a sensor housing, the burglar needs electronic lockpicks or electronic repair security tools. I guess it's up to you whether or not it requires the tools.
You do require the tools, but it wouldn't be a lockpick. It would be your tools.
No, that is it. It says electronic lockpicks or electronic repair tools.
Tina will hold out her case with her electronics repair kit.
If
she
we need
keeps
the
on
other
her.
thing, we can use hers.
Yeah, she's got a portable kit that she keeps with her.
Okay. Sure. You can get the bonus for that. All right. As far as you can tell, you've done what you think you need to do to disable that alarm. Now you can attempt to unlock the door.
Well, you've done a good job of making me not feel confident. All right, here we go.
You've got a really good skill. You'll be fine.
Oh, I feel okay about it, I guess. Let's see. So I still don't know what the bat is. Do I need that in the box, or is that's going to be obvious? Well, I feel pretty decent about it. By God, if the bat is that high, we're kind of screwed.
Well, luck made it worse. So as far as you can tell, there's no sort of audible alarms or anything like that have gone off, but the door will open.
Looks clear.
Luck is ready to start blasting if necessary.
Now, since Bosco has a girlfriend here,
You sly dog.
Great.
Traitorous girlfriend.
He just got a free dependent, didn't he?
since he has a girlfriend here, I will assume that she has secured an accurate floor plan for this facility, so you do know where to go.
Unless it's all a trap.
Where's Luck's picture changed?
Just cuz.
Can I get a navigation roll from whoever is going to get you through to the ops room?
Does anyone have higher than 11 in Navland? That sounds like a no.
I don't have land.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
negative here.
suspecting. All right, well, let's see how bad we can fail by one.
Well, maybe Saul does.
Well, I might get a bonus from the layout that we were given, so that may end up being like a success by 0.
Tina's got absolute direction,
Hey.
but it's only for places she's been. So
I think a
Yeah.
map gives you +1, so
I
that
think
would
a
be
map is just considered basic. It's a good map.
All right. Can I get a universe reaction roll from Luck, please? Actually, no. Let's get someone else to do it.
Okay, that's good.
No.
Just drew the
Actually,
map
I
on the
changed my
napkin.
mind. We'll get who hasn't done a roll yet. Let's get Riddle to do a universe reaction roll. This is to see if you run into people along the way.
Excellent.
Well, I guess that settles that. We've got forged credentials, right?
Yeah, but we do not look like Imperials. We have 2 aliens with us, a bunch of dudes. We look like an infiltration team set on a mission of sabotage.
I keep forgetting how racist they are.
I'll bring up another map just because I like these maps.
I like them too.
I actually kind of like
strongly
those better than I thought I would.
I strongly suspect our stealth mission is about to end in a firefight.
Shoot them
Or
quietly.
deteriorate into a firefight. That looks.
Well, the
this
GM
thing.
put our tokens there, so clearly something's going to happen.
All right, so Luck, you are leading the way.
like a proper infantryman. Hua.
So poor is 1 off neutral, so
So someone's there, but they're not paying attention.
that didn't work.
Actually, I don't think we've had that conversation. How far in do we have to go to make our objective here?
You have to go a distance of plot.
Is it a long way or a short way? Are we almost there, or we got a long way to go?
You're like
Shortish,
halfway there.
longish.
All right, so
we've gone about 0.49 plots. Where are
all
you
right, so
going with that thing?
you can see that guy there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So the door that you're all sort of stacked up on, you will open that door. This is not a locked door. This door here.
Right.
There is one dude with a clipboard under his arm, and he's just casually walking down the corridor, going about his business. The door opens really fast, like they do, and your whole team is standing there. There is a moment's sort of pause. Let me see. Do these have combat reflexes?
And then Nim gets to go first because he does have combat reflexes. Way to
They
go,
do
Nim.
not have. They do not have combat reflexes. What's the rule if you both surprise each other? I think everyone freezes for one turn.
Got to do an IQ contest.
I think everyone freezes for one turn. Those with combat reflexes automatically unfreeze, or something like that.
Complete or partial surprise.
Okay. Each party surprise the other. Blah, blah, blah. Determine who gets the initiative. The leader of each side rolls 1d. Leader with combat reflexes gets +2 or +1 if he doesn't have combat reflexes, but someone else on his side does. Blah, blah, blah. Higher IQ gets +1. Having even 1 point in tactics gives +1. One side is totally leaderless. GM rolls for them. Automatic -2. Highest roll moves first. Everyone on the other side is mentally stunned and must make IQ rolls on their turns. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I got combat reflexes +2, tactics +1. I do not know if I'm smarter than him.
IQ 10.
Then that would be a 6, not a 5, because I am smarter than him.
Okay, so you will act first. I guess
Alright.
we will go from the top of the round.
Yep. Nim gets to react first.
Well,
Which kind of makes sense since Nim's the one that's at the door when it opens.
that's true. Shut it.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, we're not. That's not the mission here. I think what Nim will do is just take off. And if I recall correctly, I had actually bumped my move. Yes, I did. So I would end up around there. Yeah, so Nim basically just takes off at a full tilt straight toward him like I'm going to run past him. So I'm not aiming right at him, but it should get his attention.
Right. Luck is going to conduct a move and attack with the close quarters thing. So get myself closer to this fellow. And what is the thing that I have? Yeah, close quarters battle. He's got that. Wow, that's maxed out. So that means I ignore my bulk penalty for the move and attack. Making sure I got everything.
Try something when you do that.
And yeah, this could suck. Okay, am I gonna have that set to? Yeah, these are imps. I have intolerance imps, so success by 9. 3 possible hits.
He's going to attempt to dodge. He's mentally stunned, right?
Mm-hmm. Nope.
2 damage.
That's gonna suck a lot. I think the first one's gonna straight up kill him because it's gonna be ×2 damage.
Right, so you've got him targeted and it's supposed to apply the
23.
damage.
What? Oh, I don't think he's applied that yet.
Did you not?
He hasn't released a build yet. Why is the thing all weird? Oh, you're messing with the map.
Yeah, I'm trying to put a second corridor on.
So he's going to. He's probably not even. No, he's wearing a uniform. He's not even got any damned armor on. So that first one's probably going to whack him because that's going to be 46 points of damage, and then 19, and then another 19.
Ow.
There
I think you
was-
vaporized him.
Yeah, he's dead.
84. Oof. Now we need to find a convenient storage closet to shove him into.
Tina's going to go pick up the guy's clipboard and start flipping through it.
Get his clipboard and his command cylinders.
Left click, drag to offset an image. Not working. Never mind.
It's totally going to be a digital clipboard.
Even better.
Actually, I think you see something like that in the original trilogy.
Yes, it's a digital clipboard, and it's a dossier of Tina's face.
They didn't even get my good side.
All right, so it is a clipboard. Digital clipboard. And he is most certainly dead. Where are you going to stash him?
Going to find a convenient storage closet because there's always going to be storage closets for this sort of place.
And what else did you want? Command cylinders?
Yeah, it's the little cylinder things they wear on the uniforms,
Okay, grab those two.
which is what we cloned from what's her face.
Right. We just came from that corridor. Yeah, it's a bit far to go drag him back. Nearby
So
closet?
that image that I put of Deidre there, you can see she has two code cylinders.
Gotcha.
They're basically they're like the passcode, not passcode, but pass cards like that FX was talking earlier.
Those are their lanyards.
Yeah, for like sensitive areas, they like extract one of those and stick it into a scomp link, and where we see R2 doing that multiple times.
It looks like a fancy mechanical pencil you could get at Staples.
I would not be terribly surprised if that's what it was in the original trilogy, where they just stuck them on there because they thought they were cool.
All right, so after you stash this body somewhere, there's a trash compactor or something like that. You throw him in down the trash chute, and then
Toss him in
you
there and hit the cycle button.
hear a creature go burp. Thor will say, "You go on ahead. I'm going to take some of my people and lay charges on the power reactor."
I'd like to do a body language on him. Tina doesn't 100% trust this guy.
Okay, make a body language in the box, please. His current body language indicates that he's very much on task at the moment. If you have detect lies, you're welcome to make a roll. You'd have
She
to roll
doesn't.
in the box.
Yeah, she doesn't
But-
have that.
His body language says, "Look, I'm on a mission. I've got a job to do." If you're trying to look for some sort of deception, you're not detecting that in the body language.
Okay.
That certainly doesn't mean he doesn't have ulterior motives besides the primary objective, just to throw some confusion in there.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving.
All right, so Saw will depart. He'll go this way. You guys continue that way towards Ops.
It'll be perfect.
Dude.
He'll get into a terrible gunfight and have to blow some stuff up.
Do all of the NPCs go with him, like Red Shirt and Cass and the other guy?
If
Sean
those
Bean.
are our buddies.
There you guys.
Cass will probably go with him, but the two other guys are with us.
Cass will go with, and he'll also take half his partisans. So you've got like 6 of Saw's people with you.
Gotcha.
All right, so you will continue on your way. Since you only rolled poor, you'll avoid Imperial entanglements, and you will eventually come to what you assume is the Ops facility. Let me bring this up.
These imps make it really easy to sneak around through their stuff.
Wouldn't exactly call it easy.
I assume that's
nice.
all loaded for you.
That is
Yes.
so cool.
Lose the
Very cool.
lose the grid briefly. You can just turn that off, turn it back on. Yeah, that is a really, really nice map.
Is the grid too much? I can turn the grid
it's
down.
just, it's just enough to. I mean, for combat, it's fine. It's just I wanted to admire the grid, or not the grid, but the map in its entirety without having the distracting hexes.
There's a more subtle grid there.
Because then you run into the whole problem of, oh crap, my character is in 3 grids because I can't really see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a really cool map. I like that.
Before you do, where's
Wow, it'll be nice when that deprecated thing goes away,
Yeah, I've already fixed that in the new release,
which hasn't been released.
which hasn't been released yet. I was hoping to
So-
have it ready for today so we could test, but
So technically, it's not a release yet.
yeah, technically.
You can remove Haxer off the combat tracker, I think. I don't think he'll be out if there's going to be shoosting.
Man, that's a lot of dudes.
Not that you can actually see into that room, but you're coming from off map,
Right.
and you know that this is the op center.
Well, we can't just lob a thermal detonator in there this time.
Nope.
Not that you know, but these doors are locked or shut. Not necessarily locked, but they're shut.
Right.
All right, so obviously you can't see this stormtrooper guard here, so don't metagame that one. But how are you guys proceeding?
So, the Mark IV droid is a standard thing that Imperials use. We see them on in the new version of or the expanded versions of the A New Hope. So I was thinking of actually having it just sort of precede me, like where
Mhm.
it's just like floating down there, like, oh, it's just one of those Mark IVs,
Okay.
and it just like it goes there. It's not particularly intelligent, although oddly enough, it has an IQ of 10. It really shouldn't because it's kind of dumb.
So how
Okay.
far in front do you want it to go? Feel free to move it.
Well, now Bosco had forged credentials to get in here, and also had someone on the inside that could potentially get us in and out of some places. So, is that going to factor in here?
You would assume that the keycard thing that you've got will work. It should give you access to,
Oh, so we don't have to pick
ops.
the lock.
so you won't need to pick this lock. The
Okay.
inside guy, you could only really call on that guy if you pay Hobbs or paid Hobbs. Happy to retroactively do that.
No, I'm
if
not
you
talking
felt
about
there was-
that. I'm talking about Bosco's guy inside.
Bosco's girlfriend is inside. Not necessarily inside ops. She might have duties elsewhere in the facility, but her credentials will give you access.
Actually, if we don't actually need her for this operation, it might have been a good idea to actually have her not be here.
Well, she's
She
not
takes
with
the
us
day off?
directly.
Calls in sick
She's
today.
doing her job.
So she's at work.
Okay, so droid goes out. Then what?
So it's going to be at least, it's like, oh, okay, we will know that there's a stormtrooper there, and then I guess we're going to have to come around there and just blast him, right?
Roll perception. The stormtrooper will see your droid go past, but doesn't think anything of it. As long as you don't have it sort of hover there at the door.
No, it's going to churn and fly towards him and explode. No, I'm not going to do that.
If it sits there and watches, he's going to say, what are you looking at?
Move along.
Move along.
Move along.
But if you're just flying past, it does.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't pay any
suspect
attention.
It's just gonna continue past.
All right. So move it past. You will now know that there is a stormtrooper there, and there is a closed door.
We want to do a pizza delivery?
We do not look like pizza delivery people.
Candygram.
Again, how we're kitted out, there's no way they wouldn't go, hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Well, there's no way they're not going to say you're not supposed to be here. Question is, can we confuse them long enough to do something a bit more quiet? Just
Which
throwing
door
it
is
out
locked?
there. You could just stick the barrel of the gun around the corner and blast him in the face.
Which door is locked?
At least this door. You don't know if the other one's locked or unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah, Luck was just thinking, okay, and at this point, this is just a smash and grab. We need to You get in there,
Select-
blast these dudes, and do our thing and get the hell out.
Lux just speed, surprise, violence of action.
Exactly.
Well, we'll follow up then, I guess.
Nobody have impulsiveness?
Oh, well, no, it's just Luck is going to advance forward. Why is that droid still doing that? Yeah, I was just waiting for the GM to...
Go for it. Let's do it by combat turns, I guess. Let's do that.
Okay, so Nim technically is right ahead of me. Is he doing anything specific, or is he just waiting for Luck to charge forward and start blasting?
I'm gonna let you make that call. I could run distraction and the same as the other guy, or I can just stay behind you.
Why don't you just do a wait, and then once I go, then you can follow, and then we return to normal.
Okay, standing by.
Move and attack, ignoring the thing. I totally should have had this prepped already. Let's see. Move and attack with a ranged weapon doesn't.
You don't spend a point
your
or anything
bulk.
like that. It's just a bulk
Minus your
penalty.
bulk.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, because it's like.
And you can't heroic charge.
Right. Yeah. So this is going to really suck for him because since I've got that thing capped,
You're
make sure.
You're also at a -2 because your target wasn't visible at the beginning of your turn.
Well, the droid did potentially tag him, although to be fair, we didn't say we were running TagNet.
But I don't think that's going to make a difference.
Yeah, actually, it will depending on what where I shot. Because I was going to go for the gaps, but with an additional -2, that's going to put me into the 11 level.
Yeah, that's pushing it.
Okay, cool. So we're going to come around there and go 3 times, and by 3 possible hits, and these are mostly going to be torso.
And he started blasting.
Do your damages.
Okay, let's see if any of this stuff gets through.
Alright, so pew pew pew. I'm going to be rolling perceptions to see if this is going to be heard by those in ops.
Those are vacuum sealed doors. So looks like all of them are going to definitely get through. I believe that's going to be, hold on, brain cramp. Not brain cramp. That's going to be 10 points
8 and
6
3.
and 3. Yeah, 6, not 8, because it's going to be.
Sorry, yeah.
Still, that's going to suck a lot.
So was it 10, 6, and 3, so 19.
Damn, he's a proper mook. They just fall down. Right. Then Nim, you would go, and then it would jump to Daryl.
Alright, so he's going to be stunned.
Okay, I'm going to try something very briefly to see if this will. Nope, it didn't.
Right. I think we've run into this before. You can't convert a weight into a move.
You can
Oops.
convert it into a step
No.
or an all-out attack, I think.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say step and ready and just do a step, but you're not attacking anything.
Okay, so I guess you're just doing that then, maybe?
I'll just move a step.
Daryl's turn. He's just barreling forward.
Tina will move.
Bosco will also move. He's
Hup, hup,
X
hup.
is in the white. 5.
Suppose we could just skip ahead to the door.
Okay, perception roll.
Nice.
Wow.
He's totally thinking, did that damn stormtrooper stumble again?
Alright, so
I think
he
you may
has
have.
heard something, but doesn't know what it is. He will instruct, Trooper, can you go see what that is?
No.
And the rest will just do their thing.
Right.
Oh, it's
What did it
yeah.
skip him?
It skipped
Why did
me
it skip Nim?
because he skipped me. I think I was gonna end up here if I was running.
Oh,
Are you
sorry,
are you shooting?
forgot to roll for stun.
Oh,
He will come out of stun since they have fit. Actually, I forgot. He has fit and they have high pain, so he can actually attack.
Too late.
He'll spend this turn going, we're under attack, without actually doing anything. Oh, and he has to make a health roll.
Scramble there.
Since he didn't actually do anything, he doesn't need to make his consciousness roll. That was failed.
This wasn't the one that was stunned, though, right? This is the one in the back.
No, this is the one that's stunned.
Right. So scrambled up there. I got 4 possible hits for the gaps in the torso. Holy cow! Oh, that would have been a really good roll. I was just looking at the roll, not the dodge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, he dodged all 3 of those. Oh no,
He
he
would
didn't.
he would have been good if it wasn't half move dodge. Do your
Yeah.
damage.
And this is at the gaps, so that's gonna really suck. Right. So the gaps halves it. Is that right?
Yeah, half deer.
So instead
DR
of
12. Sorry, 6 instead of 12.
well, that's gonna suck a lot then.
Yeah, he's going to hurt after this.
He's gonna need some Bacta.
That's 35 points from what I'm if I
Oh,
mathed
sorry,
it right.
you've already done your damage.
Yeah, 20, which becomes 14, 16 becomes 10, 17 becomes 11.
3 death rolls. Not even going to bother rolling. He will go down.
Darrell is going to 1, 2, 3, 5, and take up a position right there.
Tina's gonna edge up to the corner and take cover for now. She's about done.
Bosco will be up, combat happening, and surroundings.
We got dead meat and red jumper covering the 6.
So I see Stormtrooper 1 and
No, you
No,
do
not
not
yet.
see
The door-
Stormtrooper 1.
This door here is still closed.
I should do that.
okay.
What with my arrow?
Which guy? I'm just confused because I remember some Stormtrooper was stunned, still able to.
He's more than stunned now. He's dead.
It's the chalk outline. That is Stormtrooper 2.
That one.
Oh, he was stunned when you hit him the first time, and then the second round you
Yep.
pushed him off.
Yep.
Why did it do that?
Does not like Nim. It skipped. Wow, it skipped right past me too.
Yeah, something's
you
changed.
doing?
I'm just doing, next round, but it's not doing it properly. It should stop at
Yeah.
NIM.
You broke it.
All right, well, whatever.
There's another thing that I need to fix.
You can also remove that droid of mine off the tracker.
All right, Nim is going to complete his move coming to the door. He will have the code cylinder in hand and will look back to Luck for the nod to go ahead.
And okay, so Luck will take this round to do a very quick visual sweep to see where everybody's at before glancing back to or before giving the NIM the go sign.
What is this passage going north and south, or south is where we came from, north? Does that go anywhere we can see?
It goes somewhere else in the facility.
So while we're
Your
doing
main
this,
your main
Bosco wants to
objective
cover
was
the
this
6.
ops.
Really?
Yeah, and we also have the other partisans. So some of them will like scramble up here to make sure to point weapons down the range in case. Sorry, go ahead, Nosh.
Darrell is going to throw himself down on the ground, prone, with his heavy blaster ready for that door to open. He's gonna
You
gonna
got
shoot
the
him.
big gun.
All right, so
Right.
drill taking away.
He wants to shoot this Imperial officer guy here and send him flying through the hologram, right?
pretty much.
Or maybe not necessarily through the hologram, maybe a big hole through the hologram.
Just remember, we're here to get data. Don't blow up everything.
Hey,
But what
don't
if we
bring
get
those tar-
lore instead?
Yeah, I don't want to get data. He sucks.
Nice.
Unfortunately, all we can do is give you a Riker.
All right, so Bosco.
Beard or no
Bosco's
beard?
just covering our 6. If anybody comes down those passages,
Remember, FX, we've got about 8 other guys with us who are probably also doing that.
Why does it keep doing that? All right, Luck gave me the nod.
He did give you the nod.
Door opens.
Is the second door open?
Second door is closed.
Damn it. So Luck is going to scramble forward and basically be taking some cover there, but obviously can't do anything until we get through that door.
So Darrell is going to crawl.
Oh,
forward.
yeah. I was going to say, you
Kinda-
could stay right there where you were. You had a pretty good position.
I suppose
I mean,
that's
I mean, you basically got the weapon resting now, where it's like you can rest it on the thing and it'd be braced.
is that a step down or is it the same level? Do you think?
Same level.
Okay, if it's the same level, then I'm gonna scurry up this way.
All right, so that would mean you're no longer taking weight.
Well,
you
That's
move.
right.
Back
I'm
there
I'm
anyway.
I'm leper crawling forward.
Low crawl.
All right,
No, wait,
so
that'd be a high crawl because it's so much faster.
Tina, you're just moving.
Yep, she just takes a step and is taking cover.
No, it actually hit the right way this time.
All right,
Right.
so before you take your action, Nim, the door will go,
But
and
it's my turn.
there'll be a stormtrooper standing there, going, "What the fuck?"
There's no stormtrooper standing there.
Whoops! Now there is.
God, he's an invisible stormtrooper.
Nice.
Well, then on Nim's turn, he sticks his head around and says, anybody order a pizza?
There's a big furry carpet at his feet.
Okay, so that guy is standing there. I'm guessing I get the -2 penalty for not knowing he was going to be there.
No, you begin your round by seeing him, so you're not at any penalties.
Outstanding. Then I'm going to shoot him since Daryl is fairly low right now. I'm not worried about potentially hitting him. And wow. Okay, so at this time at 2032, no,
Yep.
that's fine. I missed.
You taking that, huh?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because I would rather have a potential extra defense roll than that. And besides, this means Daryl can blast this dude with this big ass weapon
Right in the ankles.
So
in
yeah.
the groin area.
So can I shoot at him now?
Yes, no penalty.
No penalty. All
Oh,
right.
man.
I have a terrible skill in this, but here we
Really?
go. Oh yeah. I need to put some points in this.
Should be using a bowcaster.
Still. See if he dodges.
Not happening.
Denied. Oh,
Do
this
damage.
is gonna suck a lot.
Do I do
GM's having a
2
bad
hits
day
then?
on dodge rolls.
You do 2 hits if you fired twice. Yes.
That was a
Jesus,
shitty
that
roll.
was shit.
That's better.
That wasn't.
You gotta
Alright,
feel that one.
So we got
27 points of damage. 27 points total. And you should roll the chest twice, Darrell or Nosh. Oh dang. I was hoping for 1 for that second one to go, yeah.
All right, so he doesn't die outright, and he's not stunned.
But
he is
But
shot.
he doesn't look happy.
Because there's a big chunk of his armor missing.
There's probably a
Walking
big chunk
carpet.
of his chest missing too.
The walking carpet shot him.
Ah, that wasn't a carpet. Why did it skip Tina?
I don't know. I just hit it once. I promise.
Oh, because I clicked advance as
Ah,
Daryl
ah.
did.
GM's not supposed to be clicking advance.
Can I use grab and try to pull the gun out of this guy's hands?
Sure.
Your strength with it?
Yeah, that's going to be difficult, I suspect.
It could be fun.
Well, he did just get
Alternately-
shot through the chest. So
Alternately, what you could theoretically do is hit the cell release on his weapon, so it's like he ejects the ammo.
She could, if that's something she would think to do.
Okay, yeah, no, it's cool.
With if you're going to be doing force stuff, you want to add the enhancement supercharge or overload or something like that, which means you multiply your level by 10 at the cost of a fatigue.
Okay.
well, now you can do extra effort, but I don't remember what the rules are for that. But what is your strength level with it right now?
TK grab is 11.
But how many levels of TK do you have?
Just 1.
Right, so you have a strength of 1.
Yeah, you can move papers.
Oh, okay.
You can make a lightsaber in the snow wobble for a little bit and then jump to your hand.
All right. So let's see if she can do something to make his weapon malfunction then. I guess the eject thing. She's pretty smart, so maybe she would think of it.
You do that. You could do the off button.
You know, something.
You could just grapple it. which means he's at -4 to attack.
Yeah,
Let's-
technically.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so roll your force ability. Okay, that is successful. You reach out with a force and will grab hold of his weapon. This is sufficient to give him a -4 penalty to shoot if he tries to.
Do you push it or pull it?
He's like, what the hell is going on?
She's going to start making it do like a little dance. Like he can't hold it steady.
Okay, just wobbling it around. I was
So
just
he's
thinking if he
just as
tried to
accurate
pull
as
the
regular stormtrooper.
if she pulled the barrel, it would pull it toward me.
Bosco just standing guard still.
What are you talking about, Bosco? Get into the fight. You can shoot over the Wook. He's laying down.
I'll assume Bosco takes weight.
Is he talking?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. He's going to, as soon as he hears the door go whoosh open, and he hears the combat begin, he's going to turn around, take up movement, turning around. And then
Not
he's-
necessarily.
He'll do
If you don't move,
till
you can turn.
5. He's going to advance. Excuse me, babe.
You don't want
Um,
to go there. You don't want to go there because since this is all happening simultaneously, Luck is in the process of firing, and you'd be going right through his line of fire. Yeah, that
Okay,
That
so
works better.
he's doing a move and attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Hold on, baby. Excuse me. Okay, so range is what?
Right
Hex?
there.
1, 2.
control click on it on the trooper.
You're off hex there.
I think I'm like 2 yards.
There's no penalty.
Yep.
No
plus-
penalty.
so all it's going to be is your bulk penalty.
It's targeting the vitals,
Bulk -3.
and then he's got the laser, multispectral laser, so the +1.
Yep.
So it's going to be -4 if you're using a carbine, or are you using a rifle?
-4, and I've got a 1 level trained in it, so it's a -3 effectively.
Gotcha.
Plan on using my book.
Good timing.
Crap, I gotta do all. Can I redo my modifiers without having to click everything?
Yeah,
you
you
Just click in there and go -5 in the modifier thing.
So
yeah, you
you're
can either
using
type
luck?
it in or use the scroll wheel.
Everybody's always using me. I feel used.
I'll
That's
take
better.
that one.
Roll again,
So, Max-
see if it's even better.
I like
Yeah.
the failure. The failure is better because that means your weapon also malfunctions.
So I used my luck and maximum of 3 hits, success by 5
Roll your damage
at the vitals.
Ow.
at the vitals.
Ow.
Roll 28 damage, 27, and 28
The first one's going to do 51 points of damage.
minus whatever armor. I don't know.
Yeah, it's you got armor divisor 5, so it's basically that he's got a DR of 12 instead of the
Okay.
62.
All
So
right,
it's like
so
that first one blew through him.
center chest knocks him back into the wall and he sort of spins and then falls down. At which point the Imperial officer turns around and says, "What is this? We're under attack." And all the other technicians and such in this room have all sort of turned around.
But are they reaching for weapons?
That'll happen on their turns if they get that opportunity.
So they are armed.
Yeah, they're going to be carrying pistols, most of them, I suspect.
Don't have to be.
The officer is certainly going to be armed.
All right, Nim.
Right. It's on me. Crap. Everybody just ran in front of me. You know what? I am going to sit out this turn and let the traffic clear.
Well, Luck is not doing that. He's going to conduct another move and attack. Scramble up here. It's a -3 at that guy. Going for center mass. Oof. 3 possible hits. Success by 9. So dodge that. Don't dodge that there. Wow. Good roll, dude.
Holy
He went
smokes.
up.
Daryl.
Unfortunately.
Roll 9 or less.
Yeah. 9 or less. Well,
Nope.
All right.
I was going to. I'm at -4. I'd like to do an all-out attack, which would give me what, a +1 to that roll.
Yep.
This
All right,
screen
let's do it.
here sparks with the blaster fires from Luck.
All right. Let's see if I can. Let's see how the dice are going to play out here.
This dude's going to be hamburger.
Oh,
Or not. Maybe the other guy will
Can
be
we get
hamburger.
a +1 for you somehow?
Yes, we can. He's down on the ground.
You're
Can he get
prone.
braced?
yes.
Doesn't give you a bonus.
All right. That's right. GURPS does it weird where you only get braced if you aim.
True.
That is so lame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All good.
Crawl forward 1 hex.
Don't think it's going to matter.
If you crawl forward 1 hex, I'm pretty sure that reduces your
That
penalty.
would.
It does.
Yeah.
So minus. Yes.
So
Well,
that would have been a success by 0. Watch, this guy's going to roll another freaking 5 to dodge. Or not. Fail
So
by
how many-
4, center mass. That's going to be
So
one
how
hit.
many? One hit, right?
Yep.
1 hit, but because I gave you a gimme there, you'll have to roll random hit location.
Dude,
Okay.
roll I. Please roll I. I think that'd be hysterical.
Okay, hang on. Oh, hit location. Where are we?
humanoid.
Got it.
He shot him in the elbow.
I just am imagining that scene from what was that film? He gets shot by the big chain gun.
Ooh, that's in the joint. Oh, that arm is foobarred.
Okay, so he's crippled.
That
his
arm
arm just
is
kinda-
dismembered.
His arm just
because-
kind of blows off at the joint and flies off in the air,
Yes.
triggering a fear check by all the other officers, including the PCs. But
There will be a cut to his arm laying on the ground with blood
Nice.
sort of leaking out.
thank you for the gimme.
All right. Well, that was definitely that's considered a major wound for him. Isn't it even more of a penalty because he lost a freaking body
No.
part?
But he will be stunned and fall prone.
Well, he's at least to his knees, holding his foobarred arm, going, ah, ah.
Now, let me check. Does he have high pain? No, he doesn't. But he does have fit. So he's not quite prone. He's still on a knee, but has dropped everything that he's holding,
Including his arm.
including his arm. He didn't
He
expect to
really
drop that.
need it.
Can you move and draw a weapon, or do you have to do one or the other?
You can take a step
How
and draw
far
a
are you
weapon.
moving?
Fast draw.
No.
We've been using the option where if you do a move and ready at the same time, you do a Dex -2 to keep from dropping it.
Okay, so Tina's going to go ahead and just stay where she is for now and unhook the lightsaber and just have it ready in her hand to go.
You can take
it's
a
a little-
step.
Well, she takes a step anywhere, it kind of puts her out in the open hall.
Yeah.
So I think she'll stay put.
All right, so you will ignite your lightsaber.
She's not going to turn it on just yet, but she is going to unhook it from her belt.
Okay, so your lightsaber is ready. Bosco, you muted?
Are you muted?
Are you muted again?
Yep.
Yep, he's muted again.
Yeah, sorry, I'm muted. Damn it. I was just wondering, I have line of sight. I mean, what do I see? What's obvious besides?
Well, what's obvious is what you see there. You've got an officer who is clutching, or is on his knees clutching his severed limb. And then you have a number of technicians that have turned around and are going, what the hell?
So Bosco will move and yell out in a commanding voice, "Everybody, down on your knees!"
All right, give me an
All right, then.
intimidation roll.
And he's going to move up to the edge here, just behind, as long as he's going to keep cover to his left of this structure.
All right, intimidation roll, please.
I rolled a success by 2.
Why are we hearing the after? That's weird.
You will win because you have displays of violence and all that sort of stuff.
And severed limbs.
All right, so it would appear. Actually, no, you're intimidating a group, so you're at -5. So that would be a
But
success
we also
by.
have a group,
Yeah.
and we
So
just
it'd
had a
be
display of force.
Fail by 3. Force is, I think, +4.
Let's see what the module says.
Group intimidation may attempt to intimidate up to 25 people at once at a -1 to skill per 5 people or fraction thereof.
Yeah.
so
That's
that's
going to
-2.
be maybe -2. Then there's +1 to +4 for displays of strength, bloodthirstiness, or supernatural powers.
Does charisma apply?
Believe it.
No, I don't think so.
Doesn't it? It is an influence. No, it was interrogation we had the problem with. No, I think it does count here.
It says appearance matters.
Yeah, but that's
Plus
just like
two
if you're really
hideous.
ugly.
Right.
Um,
Can you look really, really
I
angry?
think you will still succeed. All right, so they are intimidated.
Yeah, because we came in and just started blasting. Their stormtrooper blew apart. Their commander is laying there with his arm blown off.
Okay. He has to roll to come out of stun. He will come out of stun. The rest of the people in here are just waiting at the moment. So we're back to Nim.
Well, they look like they're standing down, so I am not in any particular hurry. Yeah, I'm gonna hold position and pass along to the rest of the NPCs that they're surrendering.
Luck is going to continue scrambling into the thing to basically back up Bosco's intimidate check. He is keeping his weapon mostly trained on the officer while also shouting for the affiliated NPCs to get their butts in here to get to work. So I guess that's probably just going to be considered like a move.
All right, so we can consider combat over here unless there's going to be
Yeah,
more shooting
probably.
from you guys.
It's going to depend on if the officer goes for his weapon, he's going to get a face full of blaster.
The
Darrell-
officer goes, "You resistant scum!"
Sounds to me like you
blew
just did
off
something.
my arm. Darrell will aim at the officer if he should try to make an attempt to draw a weapon or recover the weapon at the end of his arm that's on the ground.
Okay, so Luck has officially told us to go ahead and move in.
Yep.
All right, so Tina's gonna go full move towards the room to start downloading information. She's also
Yeah.
gonna, like when she walks in, she's gonna give like a look around on the room to see if anybody fired off an alarm.
Yeah, I figure the partisans will, when they rush in here, they'll start disarming the imps as well.
All right, so as the partisans come in, let me do this. All right, so the partisans will come in and will begin to basically take control of. Well, they follow up on whatever you guys are doing. I assume that you want all these people gathered and waiting somewhere.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up putting them out in the hall so they can't interfere.
No, we don't want to put them in the hall because then they could run. Like stick
Well,
them. That's fine right there. And then you have a couple of the partisans sitting there, staring at them. I hope one of them doesn't look like that lieutenant, and offer him a cigarette and then hose him down. What's that? Your name's Spears?
I was just thinking that. I recently read that book. The book is very close to the series.
Yes, I was very, very impressed at how well I'd actually read the book before the miniseries came out, and I was really impressed at how close they got to it.
Yeah, it was really, really well done. As I'm reading the book, because I was a series first, then book.
Right.
As I was reading
Totally
the book,
envisioning the characters.
I could see the
actors,
scenes.
Yep. All right. Let's get this data.
Yeah, Tina will go over to a computer and start trying to figure out if she can download the data from there and
Okay.
use Haxor if necessary.
You will need to use Hacksaw. So Hacksaw, you pull him out, and I guess his little spinny probe thing comes out his butt, and you plug him into the port.
And when Tina did her once over, she didn't see any panic button that got fired off by one of these guys, right?
No, they were successfully intimidated.
Okay, cool. All right. So do you need a hacking roll from Haxor?
Yes, please.
Success by 8.
Wow. All right. Hacksaw. Hang on a sec. You have up to extra time. Your bad is increased by 2. All right, so Hacksaw will start, and it's going to take a degree of time.
Okay. So while waiting, Tina will spin around in like one of the chairs, like the teenager she is, and use TK grab to like manipulate the guy's arm into flipping him off.
All right, well, you can do that. And he's not very impressed. You are barbarians. The Empire will crush you and your pitiful resistance.
Luck is not going to bother listening to this dude. He's going to flip his weapon to stun and blast him. Like, that's enough out of you.
Okay, so you will start haxing. Hacksaw will beep. How is it that Hacksaw communicates to? Is it just beeps?
He is completely non-audible. Let me
Emojis.
check. He cannot speak. That is his disadvantage.
All right, so he uses emojis or whatever. So he will begin to do his thing. Sort of minutes will pass, and what's the time? Sort of as he's sort of halfway through his haxing attempt, you will hear an alarm sound. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just like the Imperial whoop, whoop that you always hear.
No, you need that really deep Death Star alarm sound.
An alarm will sound. He hasn't completed, but that is a good place to leave it. The officer will say, "Now you're finished, you rebels."
Yeah,
And then he
that
gets
alarm.
stunned.
Pew! He'll fall unconscious.
Right.
That's the alarm sound you hear.
That's such a great alarm, too.
It is kind of
Should-
unnerving.
Should set my my wake up alarm to that.
Oh, I know, right?
All right, so we'll leave it there.
Shiny.
Okay. So unfortunately, we're not going to have Daryl for a little while now.
That is true.
He
just
doesn't
gonna
love
take a
us
nap there.
anymore.
He's gonna curl up, put his head on the buttstock of that rifle, and just kind of go to sleep there.
No, we're
That
probably
mo-
going to need to send him with some of the other partisans to do something.
He needs to send a message to the other team, and so he has to meet them. Yeah.
That's the ticket.
I can't think of a good reason why we wouldn't use radio for that, but whatever.
Or he's just hanging behind us, with his hands on his waist, staring off into the distance.
Or that.
Imagining dancing.
Exactly. Yes, I'll miss you guys. It's been a blast, but we'll get
He's
back
just saying
together
that.
when I'm back in April.
Now, how long are you back in April? I thought you were going to be gone longer than that.
So I think around Easter weekend I should be back on the ground, somewhere in there.
And if by any chance you're back before that, you're welcome to join in the games, I assume.
Yes, please and thank you.
All right, so everyone will get 2 points. You're welcome to spend those points now. Otherwise, I'll wrap this one up.
Now I got to start thinking about what's next.
I'm
At
gonna
least
definitely
Tina's
just
got plenty to spend stuff on.
put point into, I guess.
Drill needs to
Yeah, you use
put a
that
point
lot.
in that blaster rifle.
Yeah, I think
And
I will definitely do that. Yes.
We'll probably have 2 more sessions left of this.
Really?
Yes. Of course, it's not
Well, all
going
right
to
then.
be so straightforward and easy.
Well, it could have
No.
been.
Nah.
So is another point in TK grab, is that like another 7 for the level 2?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you had spare points and you wanted to sort of boost that up faster, that
Embrace
month,
the dark side. Quicker,
that month,
easier, more seductive.
yeah, that month period that you had, provided you had those spare points, you could have put more points into it.
Yeah, but
You-
I want to keep points for the inevitable, like what is it, flesh wounds and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you can actually take modifiers on that stuff typically. So, for example, you could take cost fatigue.
Yeah, so you could do that, which will reduce the cost. I think the super or overload, hotshot, whatever that ability is.
Yeah,
I think it's
know what
plus.
you're talking about.
I think it's plus 400%.
Ugh.
Ugh.
But you spend a fatigue, and you can boost your power by 10. I think
Well,
it's,
you can
no,
do-
actually, sorry, it's based off the speed range table.
Oh, right. No, you can do extra effort without any special modifiers on it, and you spend like a fatigue point, and you can bump your level by 1 or 2 or something like that. I don't remember exactly. So there's a thing for that. You just need to look it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that.
And you can make your power fickle and unreliable and all those sorts of things. So you could reduce the cost quite a bit. Any other questions? If not,
Not at this moment.
if you are watching this and you have any questions, corrections, suggestions, or general hecklings, feel free to leave a comment here or find us on Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Thank you for watching. Olympus out.
Bye-bye.
Off you go.
See ya.